Hello, students. This is Harpreet Kaur Baveja, Assistant Professor of English at Government PG College Sector 1, Panchkula. I welcome you all today to this session on an introduction to the parts of speech and English grammar. I'm sure this is not new to you. You must have done parts of speech in your earlier classes as well. But parts of speech form the fundamental topic in English grammar, and upon it are built the various advanced and higher concepts of English grammar. And hence, command on parts of speech is very important to be able to do the more complicated and more complex topics in English grammar and to gain grasp over them. So I'm sure that by the end of this session, you will be able to recognize and identify the different parts of speech in a sentence. And you would also be able to understand how similar words or similar looking words in English can be used as different parts of speech. And at the same time, you will be able to appreciate the beauty of English language in the sense that how the same word can occur or can be used as different parts of speech in different sentences conveying different meanings. So let us begin. Let us look at what parts of speech mean. What is meant by parts of speech? Parts of speech are basically various classes into which words are divided as per their function in a sentence. In a sentence, a word performs one function or another, and according to that function, it is categorized as a particular part of speech. And how many parts of speech are there? There are eight parts of speech, namely noun, adjective, verbs, conjunctions, prepositions, pronouns, interjection, and adverbs. What functions do these parts of speech perform? Let's look at them in a brief way. Nouns, they are called naming words as they are the names of person, place, or things. Pronouns are the words which are used in place of nouns, hence they call replacing words. Verbs are action words. Adverbs are the words which describe a verb, an adjective, or an adverb. So they are called describing words in short. Prepositions are called or known as relating words. What do they relate? They come before a noun or a pronoun in a sentence to show its relationship with the rest of the sentence. Conjunctions are the connectors. They are called the joining words. They join words, phrases, clauses, and even sentences. Adjectives are again describing words, but they're different from adverbs. Adjectives are the words that describe nouns or pronouns only, whereas adverbs are words that describe a verb, an adjective, or another adverb in a sentence. Interjections are emotional beings, they express strong and sudden feelings or emotions. Let's move ahead. Let's look at nouns at the first place. So, nouns we know as naming words. They can be the name of a person, place, a thing, or an idea, quality, or state. Now, Mother Teresa's name of a person, hence it's a noun. Wall clock, name of an object, hence this word is a noun. Taj Mahal is a historical monument. It's the name of a place at Agra in India, so it is again a noun. And freedom, it's the name of a feeling, an idea. It cannot be touched or shown to anyone. So, freedom will be categorized as a noun under the class of abstract noun. When we do kinds of nouns, we'll be doing that in detail. Now, look at the basic sentence structure in English. It is either SV and it may or may not have an object. So, it can be SVO as well. So, subject is the doer of an action in a sentence. So, there is a verb that's an action word, and who does that action is the subject. And the word that bears the effect of the action is called object. So, subject is doer, object is receiver. Subject is defined in another sense, like something or somebody in a sentence about which or about whom something is being told or some information is being provided is also known as subject. Now look at this example. Rohit plays cricket. Plays a verb. Who plays? Rohit plays. So Rohit is the subject, he is the doer of the action of playing. And the effect of playing is being borne by cricket. So cricket is the receiver of the effect of the action plays. So cricket is an object. In English grammar, nouns perform the function of acting as a subject or an object in a sentence. So, this is a very, very important thing which you need to remember, that nouns or pronouns come in place of subject and object in English. So, if we replace Rohit by a noun, it would be he, and cricket would be replaced by the pronoun it. The sentence would become he plays it instead of Rohit plays cricket. So pronouns are replacing words. They are words used instead of nouns. For example, he, she, they, it, I, we, me, us, them, her, so on and so forth. There is an important distinction to which I would like to draw your attention, students. We know that there are three persons of pronouns. We'll not talk about that. I would like to tell you about this kind of pronoun which is called possessive pronoun. Possessive means to be the owner, like to give the idea of ownership or belongingness. This car is his. His here is a possessive pronoun. Why? Because it tells whose car. But the same word his in the first sentence is not a pronoun, but it is an adjective. Why? Because here his is being followed by a noun car, and it is modifying the meaning of the noun car. So whenever these words which look similar to pronouns, when they come before a noun and describe the idea of possession and modify the noun which is following them, they would be categorized as possessive adjectives and not as possessive pronouns. So look at the next pair of sentences, that is her laptop. Laptop is the name of an object, an electronic gadget. So it's a noun. Whose laptop? By whom is it possessed? Her. So her is a possessive adjective. But the same idea can be expressed in another way. That laptop is hers. Sense remains the same, but hers here becomes a possessive pronoun and does not remain a possessive adjective anymore. Why? Because it is not being followed by the noun laptop. I hope I have made myself clear. Let's move on. What are verbs? Verbs are generally, in layperson's terms, are known to be action words, but they are also words that express a state of being. For example, she's reading a novel or he's reading a novel. Reading is an action, but in the second example, she's an artist. What is she? It describes her state. Is a helping verb, but here it is being used as a main verb, and it shows her state. What is she? She is an artist. Similarly, the moon looks bright. Now, in this sentence, looks is, it's not an action, it actually describes the state of the moon, and it is a verb only. Let's look at adjectives. Adjectives are describing words. What do they describe? They describe a noun or a pronoun. For example, free, busy, sick, healthy, kind, positive, sweet, all are examples of adjectives. Now look at this slide, various pictures. In the first row, you'll see these three words in red ink: funny, hot, broken. They've been used to qualify or to describe the quality of the noun that has followed them. Like, what kind of a clown? Funny clown. So funny is an adjective. What kind of a desert? Hot desert. What kind of an egg? Broken egg. So all these three words are adjectives. Similarly, in the examples given below, the first row, busy for mom, red for apple, shiny for penny, fun for park, smelly for garbage, thirsty for camel, quiet for library, old for man. All these are examples of adjectives as they tell what kind of a person, place, or a thing it is. Adverbs. Adverbs are also describing words, but how are they different from adjectives? Because adverb is a word in a sentence which modifies the meaning of a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. When you say a girl runs quickly, so runs is an action word, it's a word that denotes action. In what manner does she run? This is being answered by the last word, quickly. So quickly describes the verb runs. So quickly is an adverb. Here it is modifying the verb runs. Next sentence. This is a very sweet mango. Mango is a noun, name of a fruit. How is the mango? What quality it is? It is sweet. So sweet is an adjective. Adjective qualifies or describes a noun. Now, very is answering how sweet is the mango, it is further adding to the meaning of the adjective sweet. So here very is an adverb, because adverb also is known to describe or modify the meaning of an adjective. Look at the last sentence. Peter reads quite clearly. Reads is a verb, it's an action word. How does he read? Clearly. So clearly is modifying the verb reads. Clearly is an adverb, and the word before clearly is quiet. That answers how clearly, with what degree of clarity Peter reads. So, quiet is qualifying and describing the adverb clearly further. So, quiet is again an adverb, because adverb is a word which modifies the meaning of a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. I hope I have made myself clear. Let's move on. So, an adverb answers a question: when, where, how much, how long, or how often in sentences. So, look at these examples. The elections are coming soon. When? Soon. They only shopped locally. Where did they shop? Locally. They are happily married. Married is adjective, but how are they married? Happily. So, it is modifying the adjective married here. Happily is an adverb that is modifying married. The roads are very steep. Steep is the quality of the road. Steep is an adjective. How steep are the roads? Very. So very is modifying the adjective steep. It is again an adverb. He stopped by briefly to say hello. Stopped is an action word. For how long? Briefly. So briefly is qualifying the verb stopped. It is an adverb again. My daughter calls me regularly. So how often does the daughter call me? So that is being answered by the adverb regularly. Look at prepositions, which are known as relating words. What do they relate? They relate a noun or a pronoun in a sentence to the rest of the sentence. An important feature of preposition is that it is made of two words, pre and position. So prepositions are words which will always come before a noun or a pronoun in a sentence. In other words, they will always be followed by a noun or a pronoun in a sentence and would show its relationship with the other words in the sentence. Now there is this slide before you. You can see various pictures where the captions used have also made a mention of various prepositions of direction and position. I'll look at the first picture on the top left corner, where into the box. You can see it's written there. So the rat went into the box. Now into it is showing the relationship of the noun box with the rat. So similarly, the rat went out of the box. Out is a preposition. The cat ran around the box. Around is again a preposition. The bird flew away from the box. Away is again a preposition. And when you look down at the topmost, at the bottommost examples, the small boy climbed up the stairs. A small girl went down the stairs, and the second last row, the snake slithered under the wall. The snake slithered through the pipe. So under, through, across, onto, off, over, past, toward, these are all examples of prepositions. Look at conjunctions. What are they? Conjunctions are called connectors. They're also called linking words or joining words in English. They do the act of connecting words, phrases, clauses, and even sentences. Examples of conjunctions are and, but, as, so, because, though, although, yet, etc. Look at these examples where conjunctions have been used. First example, I have to find a new job, for I am unemployed. For is a conjunction which explains why he had to find a new job, because he is unemployed. I am a husband and father. Husband and the word father being joined by the conjunction and. In addition to being a husband, he is also a father. Then neither my parents nor my friends supported me. Next example, I've got a home, but I haven't got a car. Next, which color do you like, red or blue? Or is a conjunction here. Tom plays basketball well, yet his favorite sport is football. Yet is a conjunction. She was sick, so she couldn't attend the meeting. So is again conjunction here. Wow, these are emotional expressing beings, as I told you before. So interjections is that part of speech under which we put all those words that express strong and sudden emotions or feelings of joy, grief, wonder, astonishment, bewilderment, disgust, um, and applause, so on and so forth, of terror. So, hooray, I have passed the exam. In another example, wow, that's really great news. Exclamation mark will always follow these words that express such strong emotions. This you always need to keep in mind. So, let us practice time. Put on your thinking caps, everybody. Let's get ready and let's try to solve this exercise. Name the part of speech of each underlined word in the following sentences. Look at sentence number one. The weather is very pleasant today. The weather is very pleasant today. Now, weather, it's a noun. Why? Because something is being told in this sentence about weather. It is working as a subject, and nouns always work as subjects and objects in a sentence. This is one explanation of why it is being classified under noun as a part of speech. Second, weather is also the name of the concept of the temperature and humidity record on a daily basis of a geographical area is termed as or named as weather. Next is a verb that describes state of being. In what state is the weather, right? And then how is the weather? Weather is a noun. It's pleasant. Pleasant is describing the quality of weather, so it has to be an adjective, as adjective describes nouns or pronouns. Now, pleasant is being further modified by the word very. How pleasant is the weather? What's the degree of its pleasantness? Very pleasant. So, very is an adverb which is qualifying the adjective and modifying it. And when uh, is the pleasantness seen? It's today. So, again, today is also qualifying the adjective pleasant. So this is also an adverb. Look at the next sentence. I received a beautiful message from my friend yesterday. I, the doer of an action, right? And a pronoun here. What's the action? Received, got. That's a verb. What did I receive? A message. Message is working as an object here. It has to be a noun, otherwise also a naming word. What kind of a message? If message is a noun, a beautiful message. So beautiful is giving the quality of the word message, so it's an adjective. Now, next part, the rest of the sentence, you see this phrase from my friend yesterday. Friend happens to be the name of a person, it's a noun. And when was the receiving done? Yesterday. So it answers when the action took place. So it is related to the verb received. So yesterday is an adverb because it is modifying the verb received. From is a preposition. Why? Because it has been positioned before the noun friend. And if you remove from and try to read this sentence, it won't make any sense. You can do it right now with me. I received a beautiful message, my friend, yesterday. Does it make sense? It appears to be totally meaningless. So, in order to connect friend with the rest of the sentence in a meaningful way, a preposition has been inserted. And therefore, it is a preposition. I hope it's clear to you. I hope everything is falling into place. Okay, the third example. He knows this information completely. He is a pronoun, knows is verb, action word. What does he know? Object is information, it's a noun. How does he know it? Completely. So it is modifying the verb knows, so completely is an adverb. What information? If information is a noun, this information, not any other information. So this is basically pointing out which information, and it is modifying the noun information, so it has to be an adjective. Next example, they practice hard for better results. They is a pronoun, practice an action word, it's a verb. How do they practice? Hard. Hard is modifying verb, so it has to be an adverb. Results is a noun, naming word. What kind of a results? Better. So better is qualifying noun, it's an adjective. But if you remove for and try to say the whole sentence, there will be no connection between better results and the rest of it. Why? They practice hard, better results. Doesn't make sense. You have to put for, that's a preposition, before results to be able to build a connection or show its relationship, the relationship of results with the first half of the sentence, that why they practice hard for better results. Now, next example, Rosie and her brother went to the bank. Rosie, name of a person, proper noun hai. Next, and is a conjunction, it is joining Rosie and the phrase her brother. Brother is again a person, so noun. Went, action word, it's a verb. Bank is the name of a place, it's a noun. Now, bank, before it you see to. To is a preposition. Why? Because it is connecting or showing the relationship of bank with Rosie and her brother. Okay. And if you look at her brother, her is not a pronoun here. Why? Because it is being followed by a noun and it shows whose brother, so it is modifying the meaning of the noun brother, and therefore it is working as a possessive adjective. Remember, we did that distinction a few minutes before, the difference between a possessive adjective and a possessive pronoun. So her is here a possessive adjective. Last sentence. Wow, the rainbow is so beautiful. Wow, followed by an exclamatory mark. So it is an interjection. Rainbow, again a naming word, it's a noun. That it is beautiful is its quality. So beautiful is an adjective. How beautiful is it? That is being described by or answered by the word so. So so is an adverb. Is a verb of state of being which describes the state of the rainbow. Now, words can be used as different parts of speech in English. Let us look how. Beauty, it's the name of a feeling or a concept, so abstract noun. From beauty is made the word beautify, that means to make beautiful or to decorate or embellish something. An adjective, a beautiful person, a beautiful girl, a beautiful painting. So beautiful is qualifying painting, girl. Loss, from loss, the verb lose, and from lose, then the adjective lost or lose. Like the lost pen, the lost boy, the loose pajamas. Then third example, tale is the name of a story, again a concept. Tell, the action of saying something. Then telling here means striking. For example, he told me a telling story. Meaning is again an abstract noun. Then mean is an action, a word, a verb, like what do you mean? I mean what I say. Meaningful, like a meaningful story, a meaningful lecture. So meaningful is an adjective which is qualifying these nouns. Activity, again, is the name of an action. It will fall under the category of the abstract noun, like he remains busy in social activities these days. So activity here is a noun. Activate, he has not activated his account yet, right? So that's a verb. Active, he is an active participant and takes part in most of the co-curricular activities in the college. So participant, noun, and active is qualifying that. So fear, fear is a negative emotion when we say use fear in this way, and it leads to stress. So fear is the name of a feeling, abstract noun. I fear snakes or I fear darkness. So here it is used as verb, that I feel scared of, right? Adjective, um, she is a fearless girl and I adore her for this. Or fearful, he remains fearful most of the times, I don't understand why. So we saw that how these words are used as different parts of speech. So these are some examples which I've already shared with you. Loss, he suffered from huge loss in business as a noun. Lose, I lose myself in music. I lose myself in surroundings which are replete with picturesque scenes. Then the lost pen has been found. Here lost is adjective, and these pajamas are loose. Loose here is again an adjective used for describing pajamas. Now, what is very interesting and beautiful about English language is that how the same word can perform the various roles in conveying different meanings. It's like these words act like versatile actors, and they perform various roles, and uh, they really act as entertainers in that sense, so calm is a noun here in this sentence. The calm lasted for 3 days, or the calm is means the state of calmness. Okay, so the name of a state, that is an abstract noun. Calm as an adjective. The sea was calm before the storm. So calm has been used for the noun sea. So it's describing the noun sea. It's an adjective here. Calm is a verb. Try to calm yourself in the face of trouble. So don't lose your nerves and try to remain cool. This is what it means. Look at the word light used as noun, adjective, verb, and adverb in different sentences. The sun gives light. Light is a noun here. Adjective, he was carrying a light bag, but not so heavy, easy to carry. So bag is being qualified by the word light here. Light is an adjective. He will light a candle in the room, the act of putting on the light. So that is an action word now. Light is an adverb. Travel light if you must. It means travel light, not to carry too much of stuff, bag and baggage when you travel, because that makes your traveling tedious and tiring. Now, practice exercise 2. Which part of speech is the word idle in the following sentences? The idle are disliked everywhere. One thing, students, I forgot to mention is this, that when you look at the adjectives like rich, poor, honest, you can turn them into nouns by just adding article the before them. When you say the rich, it means all the rich people. When you say the poor, it means all the poor people. So here the idle means all those people who just waste away their time and do nothing. So the idle means the idle people are disliked everywhere. So the idle is noun here. Second sentence, nobody likes an idle fellow. Fellow is a noun. What kind of a fellow? Idle, someone who does nothing at all. So nobody likes such a fellow. Then he idles away his time, like he kills his time. He just lets his time pass uselessly and meaninglessly. So here it is performing the role of a verb. Now look at the word iron and its usage as different parts of speech in these sentences. This box is made of iron. So here iron is the name of a metal, so it's a noun. Strike the iron when it is while it is hot. Here again it is the name of a metal. In that sense it has been used. It's a noun. He purchased an iron box for me. The box is a noun. The quality of that box, what quality it is, what trait or characteristic it has, is being answered by the word iron. So iron here is an adjective. It could have been wooden box or steel box, right? Or a broken box, right? He is a man of iron will. Will is a noun here. Means strong determination or willpower. So what kind of a will he has? He has iron. So here iron is describing the noun will. So iron is an adjective. He will iron his clothes, means he will make his clothes wrinkle free by using the heat press, right? So iron here is a verb. So let us look at this very interesting the parts of speech poem and quickly recap and revise all the 8 parts of speech which we have done today. uh, Very interesting. Every name is called a noun, as field and fountain, street and town. In place of noun, the pronoun stands, as he and she can clap their hands. The adjective describes a thing, as magic wand or bridal ring. The verb means action, something done, as read and write and jump and run. How things are done, the adverbs tell, as quickly, slowly, badly, well. The preposition shows relation, as in the street or at the station. Conjunctions join in many ways, sentences, words, or phrase and phrase. The interjection cries out, hark! I need an exclamation mark. I hope you enjoyed this parts of speech poem. Happy learning, stay safe, and stay blessed. Keep growing. These are the references which I've used for you, and thank you so much.